On a hill outside the city, a boy spotted the helicopters flying in from a distance. He quickly pulled out his phone and alerted the militants inside the city. He placed his phone at the spot where the helicopters would fly over. After receiving the intel, the militants sprang into action. They set up multiple roadblocks all over the streets, then lit a massive number of tires on fire, all to disrupt the helicopter's approach path. The soldiers couldn't understand why they were burning tires. These soldiers naively thought this was just a routine capture mission. The first to land was a team of special forces. They stormed into the target building and easily subdued the militants in the area, securing the perimeter for the next wave of landings. Just as the second squad was about to descend, the Black Hawk helicopter, trying to dodge a missile, accidentally threw one of the fast-roping soldiers to the ground. To rescue the wounded soldier, they had no choice but to split into two teams. One squad was preparing to cover the evacuation convoy when an RPG round came flying straight at them. They immediately engaged the militants in a firefight, but the enemy had the home field advantage. They were pinned down, unable to move. Fortunately, a Black Hawk helicopter arrived just in time to provide support. Under the cover of the helicopter's Gatling gun, they managed to push forward. They kept driving, pushing through the city, but halfway through they ran into an ambush. A militant suddenly popped out with a rifle and took out the convoy's machine gunner with a single shot. Even though they had better weaponry, the terrain worked against them. Soon, the militants set their sights on the helicopters, firing RPGs at them. Before the pilot could react, a Black Hawk was hit in the tail rotor. Losing balance, the Black Hawk spun wildly through the air and crashed hard into the ground. The commander watched helplessly as it went down. Meanwhile, the enemy leader was still lounging around calmly, as if everything was unfolding exactly as he had planned. The commander immediately dispatched a search and rescue chopper. A ranger team inside the city also received orders to rush to the crash site. However, the enemy forces quickly arrived too, heavily armed. To support the teams in the city, the Humvee convoy had no choice but to turn back, charging into the line of fire. The rescue helicopter finally reached the crash site, but before all the soldiers could fast rope down, enemy fighters hiding in the buildings opened fire on them. The Black Hawk had no choice but to retreat, but just then another missile streaked in. The crash sequence played out once again. Officers at the command center fell into deep, grim silence.